Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, this next couple days for the Hawkeye basketball, it's going to be pretty busy as they take on two top 25 teams. They got Maryland tomorrow and then Wisconsin on Tuesday, so it should be interesting to see how they can pull against those two teams.
Yeah, for sure. Maryland's going to be a tough game regardless, and it'll be on the road, so that'll make it that much more difficult. But I think if they can play like they did against Indiana, they should be fine.
Agreed. The Iowa volleyball team will have 5 players, Annika Olsen, Casey Reuter, Reagan Coyle, Jess Janata, and Gabrielle Orr, travel down to Colorado Springs, Colorado for the U.S. National Team Open tryouts March 3rd to the 5th.
This is the first time Coyle, Janota, and Orr will make the trip to the U.S. Olympic Training Center, while Olsen and Reuter tried out last spring. The tryouts include 240 athletes competing for positions on the U.S. Collegiate National Team programs, both domestic and international.
Each athlete will be assigned one session on March 3rd. The sessions are at 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 7 p.m. For more information and to follow along as the 4 Hawkeyes compete, visit teamusa.org.
Now, everyone finds motivation in their own unique ways. Whether it be striving for gold, making new personal records, or doing it for the team, every athlete is driven by something. And for runner Alexis Hernandez, her motivation is found by doing something a bit different.
Being a Division I runner means so much more than just claiming the title and getting the best times. For senior Alexis Hernandez, she is inspired this season by something so much larger than herself. Hernandez became a mother to a baby girl last year named Peyton. This year, she has returned to the track for her final season as a Hawkeye, with the love for her daughter being her driving force behind her successes.
I think she gives me a purpose that's greater than myself. Most people get on the track and, they run for their teammates or run because they have goals set, but I do it for her. So when she's older, I can sit back and tell her, I did this for you. People doubted me, but it was all for you, and I want her to be proud of me more than anything.
For Hernandez, there was never any doubt that she would not return to the track. She likes to advocate to young women that there is nothing you can't do in this world if you have the will to do it. She owes her success this season to making her daughter proud.
That was never a thought that crossed my mind. I always knew that, people would doubt me, doubt whether or not I would be able to come back and run. However, I knew it was possible. I've had teammates in the past who have had kids and come back and compete and done really well. So I just had to figure out how I was going to do it, how to make that possible. I still had goals set for myself that I wanted to accomplish, and by giving up, I was giving up on not just myself but her, and just fitting every stereotype that surrounds young mothers.
Hernandez and her daughter Peyton are planning on moving back to her hometown in San Diego once she graduates and finishes out her final season as a Hawkeye this spring.
Now moving on to the men's basketball matchup on Saturday, the Hawks are traveling down to College Park to take on Maryland. The Hawkeyes now sit at 15-13 overall and 7-8 in the Big Ten, while number 25 ranked Maryland is 22-6 overall and 10-5 in conference play.
This will be the second time these two teams meet this season, and the last time the Hawkeyes were able to hang in with the Terrapins, only losing against one of the top 25 teams in the one of the top teams in the Big Ten and the number 25 team in the nation, losing 86-74.
Now Maryland does have one of the top players in the country, Melo Trimble, who averages 17.4 points per game, 3.6 assists per game, 3.4 rebounds per game, and then 1.1 steals per game. He was also named Big Ten Player of the Week this past Monday.
Yeah, so it'll definitely be interesting to see how they can play, especially since they've met, so they know what to expect, and especially how Jacques played against Indiana. Hopefully we will have him because he wasn't really present in the last game against Maryland.
And if they can contain Melo Trimble, I think they'll have a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Well, now moving on to something a little different for the Big Ten, the University of Iowa League of Legends Club is bringing esports into the spotlight. Jacob Senstead has more.
The University of Iowa League of Legends team is currently playing in the first ever Big Ten League of Legends tournament, along with 9 other Big Ten schools. It's not all fun and games, though, as every player on the winning team will receive a $5,000 scholarship.
Iowa's squad has only been playing together for a couple of months now, but freshman Scott Walker is hopeful in their ability to play as a team.
We need to have a better team dynamic. We have a lot of people. I think it's just a big contention. Maybe there's some games where everyone wants to be the leader. There's some games where no one wants to, and it feels very inconsistent. And so now I hope that kind of as time progresses, we can really start to have a power dynamic, a team captain.
Club president Kyle Warren is certain that with more time and practice, Iowa's squad will be contenders in next year's tournament.
A lot of my guys just met each other a couple of months ago through our tryout system. So it's more that I think as they play together and as they become friends, they're going to want to play together, and that's really what's going to be the driving factor in taking us to the next level and becoming one of the teams that can compete in a finals tournament and, you know, potentially get a lot more scholarship money.
While I may not be very good at video games myself, these guys will continue to play in tournaments and, of course, next year's Big Ten League of Legends tournament. Reporting from the Iowa Memorial Union, I'm Jacob Sunstead, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The team will play Illinois on Saturday, hoping to pick up their first win of the tournament. Now tune in on Monday for all of your updates from the Hawkeye sports from the weekend.
Ryan, back to you.